January 10th, I think. It's pretty cold just now, so I'm not really working in the street or in my van. As you know, sometimes I take stuff up the house and I build it in the house and absolutely wreck the house. But I started my diesel heater the other day and the fumes were coming in here, so normally I would just come down here, come in here, stick the diesel heater on, get the temperature up and do a bit of work in here, but it's wet outside and I'm not crawling under the van. To check out the exhaust on it today, so I'm not working down here today. So if you remember right, here I had a tower, well, the beginnings of a tower, well, I've done away with it and I'd cut it down to this size, roundabouts, and it was hideous. So I've ended up with this for my fridge, and that's just my cool box that's sitting in it just now. I've got a fridge to sit in it. The fridge, it's got a lid on top, you know, so it opens up that way. So I built that and got a little door in at the back here that opens when you've got the side door open, and it's no for juice, but you just like that, and like the fridge comes to like here, you know, so I bought a little door there and I've just put my spirits in there. I've got some Bacardi, gin, whiskey and stuff like that, and those bottles will just sit in the back there. So that's what I ended up with. I'm buggered if I'm changing it again. As you can see, I just used little bits of wine boxes just to, rather than just having an ugly. I'm going to paint the rest of it. It's just got white undercoat on it just now, but I'm going to paint it. Don't know what colour yet, but I'll leave the wood bits bare. So these are just old wine boxes, and I've just kept the dovetails, so that's like the side of the box and that's like the front of the box, this bit, and I've just kept the dovetails, just glued them together, and I've just glued them on there and then just put what's that bloody oil again? And I've just oiled them, basically. I can't remember the name of the oil. Oh well. Anyway, so but when I came down to fit this was meant to be against this, and at the same kind of, it's supposed to be the same kind here, it's meant to break here, but it's hitting this door pillar. So for me to get that to sit the way I want it to sit, I have to bring it by the door pillar, and to get my little cabinet with my drink in it to open as well. So my next task is, I was going to just build, I've got this gap to build in, and I was just going to plywood it. But there's a little bit of space that can be used, so I've got these from breaking my bed down, so I'm going to put them in there like that. going to make an armrest. Something like that. But I'll have this bit here, kind of lower down here, along the top. Here my seat here. And that'll be for a way to screw through my seat to attach it. But I've got quite a lot of these sides of wine boxes left, and all little bits of wood. It's nice pine wood, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of them in there, down there, so I've got a bottom. Some of this, and I'm going to use these wine boxes, and I'm going to put sides on it. Just on this side, put a side on it, and it means that you've got a storage pouch on this side. It's not the main purpose of it, but it's making use of it. The main purpose of it is just a spacer, really, so I can get this box in. So I'm going to kind of do that, see how that turns out, see if it works, see if it doesn't. This is my box of screws, nuts, bolts, all sorts in there. Taking that up the house, got lots of little sprigs, nails and stuff like that in it, because I think I'll just nail this together, we glue it and nail it. So that's my project, and I'm going to go up the house and do that. And see how it turns out, I guess. Alrighty. Well, okay, so what I'm doing is this. It's just like an armrest I'm going to build for the side of one of my chairs. It's really just as a spacer, but I'm going to utilise it and use it. So this bottom part here, this is all boxed in behind my seat and my cool box, which is the main reason for building this spacer. So that's, you won't see any of that. But here, at this 380 mark, I've got one of these boards. This is the board I'm using. Just these, actually, I had this slide out double bed, but I've just cut it down to a single bed, just for myself. So, and I've got between the two seats, my table's going to drop down and give me another bed when I need it. So these are going to build this frame, like so. I need this width as the spacer, so that would be like that. And just a square like that, this board going across the middle, and that's mainly just the base. Yeah, it's a little strengthener, but it's the base for me, because on this part up here, I'm going to use these. So this is what I made. This is my armrest. It's just made out of 5 pieces of bed stringers, or bed boards, and some old pieces of wine boxes, and I've just Danish oiled it. So that's how it's gone down now. It's gone down in here. So that I'm going goes down there. Yeah, that goes down there, and that's kind of how it looks. Not finished yet, it's just sitting there. Sorry, crappy images, but I'm on my phone, my battery's died on my camera. So that was a wee arm post or armrest I made. Just a couple of bits of old wine box. Cut to size, sanded, Danish oiled. And underneath, made with the same boxes as this little storage thing here. And here. And this just slips under it nicely, which I built it to that height to get. This is where my fridge is going to be. It's up the house, I've not brought it down yet. So this slips under there quite nicely. Then a little shoe storage on the end. I'm quite happy with it. So the only thing it was built for really was this piece down here to give me the space to put this box on. If I didn't do that, I would have to cut this back corner. I would have to have scribed it to that post, that van rib. So I went down the road by just putting a spacer in it. Just give me a little armrest with storage, and I think I'm only going to have a little small table in here, round about here, so I'm thinking that down this front bit here, about it, thinking of cutting a hatch in there to slip a table in, because in behind that it's all space in behind that. So I could cut a little hatch, put a hinge on it, and I could put my table in there when I'm storing it away. But again, that's an idea, not a necessity, so we'll see how that goes. And that was that's how it looks just now. It's not a dump. Load my bed down. Got a seat there, fridge there. So that's it. Cheers. Put some books in it. Nice little bookshelf.